Good evening, and welcome to Harriet Tubman Love in Actions. I'm Carol B. Brown, and you can call me Auntie Carol, and I appreciate you stopping in to be with me this evening. This is a little different than usually. This is a recorded session, and I just could not miss sharing this program with you, although there was an ability to show it live tonight. So I do have one guest, Atiara B. Gordon, with me today, and we're going to get started to share this program for you. If you had not been here before, know that you can call me Auntie Carol. This program is for girls aged 10 to 14 and all the family member who wants to watch with her. So if you have a young lady in your family who needs to be educated on self-love, self-care, self-empowerment, and how to leave a legacy of love like Harriet Tubman, bring her in to watch, share this video, and encourage her to follow through with all the opportunities to get educated through this program. So we're going to get started tonight. Welcome to Harriet Tubman Love in Actions. This program is all about going through the chapters in my book, The Harriet Tubman, An Inspirational Guide to Self-Love, Empowerment, and Legendary Leadership for Girls. Today, we are on Chapter 11, Love Nature, and my guest is Atiara B. Gordon, who's going to talk about Queen Afua and her healthy living program. You'll hear more about that in a few minutes. I always have a word for the week, and today is holistic health. Health is general, pretty general, defined as a state of complete physical, mental, social well-being, and not merely the idea of being absent of disease. There's much more to it. I'm going to let you listen to Queen Afua explain it. What is holistic health?
Holistic healing is about working not only on one part of your life, but actually your whole life. It's about healing the body, the physicality, keeping it well. It's about healing the spirit, the heart, your relationships with yourself and others, family members, friends, community. It's about healing the mind, your thoughts. May your thoughts be up on high because your thoughts create your reality. It's a healing of body, mind, and spirit, but also it's a healing of your prosperity, your economics. Are you prosperous in your body, well and vibrant? Are you prosperous in your mind, clear and sharp? Are you prosperous in your heart, an open heart for healing every breath of your life?
I do have a story to share with you today. On this chapter is all about love nature. And so this story is about Harriet Tubman growing up and how she learned so much about nature and how that benefited her later in life.
The Harriet Tubman Way, Chapter 11, Love Nature. You have to plan and cultivate good health. You have to commit to good health. You have to live good health because it comes from inside out. It comes from what you bring to your life. Positive and empowering thoughts, prayer and affirmations, uplifting company, and high-quality, life-giving foods. To have excellent health, you must invest time and energy into the transformation of your sacred body temple. And once you've acquired excellent health, you must maintain it diligently. That is the true divine challenge, one that you can and must meet. Queen Afua. When I was just a little girl, my daddy started teaching me about nature. I loved being in the woods with Daddy. Where we lived in Maryland, there were swamps, wilderness, and rivers. Daddy showed me how to make bird calls and sounds that the animals in the woods made. Then I can use these sounds to send messages or to scare away some other creatures. I could climb a tree, slide on my belly quiet as a snake. When I needed to find something to eat in the woods, I knew which berries were good to eat. I could catch a rabbit, and I could build a fire too. Oh, and let me tell you, when Daddy told me how to know when I was going north, if I couldn't see the North Star, now that was a lifesaver. He taught me to rub my hand on the trees. The moss grows thicker on the north side of the tree. Oh, I tell you, it could be a rough trip walking through the woods with bare feet. You ever see any sweet gum trees? Well, I tell you, those trees drop the thorny little seed pod that hurts so bad when you stepped on them with your bare feet. Those seed pods were even harder when they dried up in the winter. Now, in the summer, the swamps, woods were green and it was easy to hide. But summer is not the season that I plan my trips on going back to Maryland. Even though the winter was not the time of the year most people would think of running away with no shoes and decent clothes or freezing weather, winter is when I plan my trips. Think about it. Look outside at supper time in the summer. What do you see? Plenty of daylight, plenty of folks hanging around, visiting. Now, how does it look in the winter? It's darker earlier, and folks are not outside much in the winter. So that was the time to get folks traveling in the darkness of a long night. Another thing I knew about when I was planning my trips, slaves didn't have to work on Sunday. So I made sure that my party would meet up in the woods or a graveyard where nobody would see them on Saturday. We could get a good head start before the master even knew anyone was missing on Monday or Tuesday. Now, if I hadn't been around there growing up as a slave, I might not have known this was the schedule that I could plan around. I paid attention to what was going on around me. That helped me in all my travels. Daddy worked in the woods for years, and he knew about roots and flowers and herbs that were good for medicine and taste good to eat. I learned about how to make root beer from the ginger root. I didn't know the names of all the plants, but I learned fast which plants not to touch because they would cause a rash or make me sick. I knew the purple flowers were good for keeping us from getting sick. I used what he taught me about medicine when I was working as a nurse during the war. That's right. It was the herbs I found that I gave soldiers and free slaves to help them get well from that disease they call
Dysentery.
After folks started traveling with me, they started making up stories about how good I was being in the woods. I heard them say, Moses could run as fast as a rat. Ooh, Moses could climb a tree fast as a raccoon. Moses could hear a patroller dog bark 10 miles away. And you should see her jump over a fence like a deer. I didn't know about all that, but I'm thankful that I did know how to read signs of nature and how to use what I knew to get my people free. Love nature. Take time to smell the roses, the daisies, and the trees. Appreciate what the rain does for the earth. Learn to notice your surroundings. Harriet Tubman, as did everyone else during that time she was living, depended on the sunshine to let them know it was morning. They looked at the changes in the colors of the leaves on the trees to alert them to the time of planting and picking. Nature was a part of everyone's life. Harriet was very in tune to her surroundings, and she paid attention. She could have just disregarded what her father was teaching her, but she remembered and found this love of nature to be a big factor in her success traveling on the Underground Railroad.
Tonight, I have Atiara B. Gordon with us again. She was with us last week, as she's always with us on the first week of the month, first Monday, to give some of her wise information about our mindset. And now she's also talking about self-care, self-health. Tiara, glad to have you here. Tell us about your time and your training with Queen Afua.
It's big and bright,
Yes, it is.
just like I like
It's
it.
delicious.
Hi, everyone. I'm Atiara B. Gordon, and I am honored to be here with you today. I am a holistic personal development coach and certified green life detox coach under the lineage of Queen Afua. Today, I want to introduce you to a powerful process that has changed my life and the lives of many others. It's the 21-day Green Life Detox. And this isn't just about food, it's about alignment. I'll show you how it can be the first step towards a total mind-body reset. I come to this work through lived experience. I've worn many hats: wife, mother, coach, mentor, mentee, but it was my personal transformation through detoxing my body, mind, and lifestyle that brought me here. Now I coach women, leaders, and change makers to rise above burnout, reclaim their clarity, and step into their full power. I use tools from my personal development coaching and the detox system created by Queen Afua. So I bridge both worlds, your mindset, your health. So it's the mind, body, and soul connection. Queen Afua is a master teacher, healer, and wellness visionary who's been leading this movement for over 50 years. Her teachings are rooted in African holistic traditions and have helped and healed thousands. She created the 21-day detox system as a pathway back to the body's natural intelligence and the soul's inner wisdom. I'm proud to be a certified detox coach and bring this work to more people in our communities who need it most. This program is more than a cleanse. It's a lifestyle shift. Over 3 21-day cycles, we combine plant-based nutrition, herbal formulas, journaling, breath work, and affirmations to remove toxic buildup, not just from the colon, but also from the spirit. You'll also experience emotional releases, energy renewals, and mindset breakthroughs. It's structured, but it's deeply personal. You'll walk away feeling lighter, clearer, and more in command of your life. When you start this journey, I will ask 4 crucial questions. What do you want? Why do you want it? When do you want it? And how will you get it? Those questions will serve as the foundation that carries you through this 21-day detox in this life transformation. Our next cycle begins June 1st, and I'll be guiding a small group of women through it personally. We'll have weekly calls, check-ins, and community support. It's a safe space to reset, recharge, and rediscover your rhythm. So let me show you what's possible. Clients report losing between 7 to 21 pounds naturally. Many reduce inflammation, improve digestion, and even see skin clarity. But the real transformation, that's the mental clarity, the emotional balance, and the renewed connection with self. I had one client say, I didn't just lose weight, I lost the heaviness in my thoughts. Now that's the power of a holistic detox. Here's how it's structured. You'll receive detox manual, shopping guide, and product support. We meet weekly on Zoom for coaching and community. I guide you through daily rituals, affirmations, and food prep tips, and mindset shifts. This is not about perfection, it's about progress, intention, and honoring your own healing timeline. We are in a season where we must choose alignment over exhaustion. Our communities are tired, our leaders are tired, and often we don't realize that our disconnection, our distraction, our dis-ease starts with what we feed our bodies and our minds. This detox is one of the most loving things you can do for yourself and for the people who depend on you and your light. So before I end, I do want to share this holistic affirmation with you. And you can repeat this, say it out loud, memorize it, take a screenshot, and make it your own. So it's going to be a call and repeat. The power to heal is within me. I have the mighty power to heal myself. I am a healer. I can heal myself. I can heal all my relations. For all my relations are my reflections. Therefore, as I heal myself, I heal all my relations. And that is from Queen Afua herself, in the City of Wellness Healers Kitchen. If your body is whispering, I need a reset, listen. The June cycle is forming now, and I'd love to have you join us. Whether you're new to holistic health or you've tried everything and still feel stuck, this 21-day detox could be the bridge back to yourself. Let's rise together. Thank you. And you can contact me. You can send me an email at abg@atiarabgordon.com. Again, that's ABG, so Atiara B. Gordon, at atiarabgordon.com. Thank you.
Sounds good. I'm just going to spell Atiara because sometimes people are on audio only and aren't seeing your slides. So that's ABG at ATIARA Gordon, GORDON. All right, thank you. That was great. I have some questions for you. Now, we talked a few weeks ago, we started talking about detox, but since that is a different program, will you define again for us what detox actually is? What's that mean?
Great question. So a true detox touches your mind, your body, and your spirit. Yes, that means your green juices
Hmm?
and nutrient-packed meals, but it also means cleansing negative thoughts, negative thought loops, releasing the shoulds, and even detoxing your social feed. So the goal is to feel lighter everywhere, physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
Okay. And so the method of detox, tell us what can we really expect? You showed your green juice. So are
Mhm.
we some people think of a detox as a full out fast where you're not eating anything, you're only drinking liquids or not eating at all. So give us some idea of what to expect.
Well, you're not going to starve, you're not going to go hungry, but you
That's it.
are going to get rid of some of the toxic foods that we put into our bodies on a daily basis. So we want to get rid of the sugar, the fried food, the microwave foods. We want to get rid of the if you are a meat eater, you want to reduce it. You want to bring that back some. And if you really want to hold on to meat, there are different grades of meat. You want to try to find the meat that is organically raised, grass-fed, if it's beef, or organic chicken or turkey. But really, if you can let go of that meat and move to fish, then that's going to be a healthier option. But during the detox, you want to drink lots and lots of water. And of course, when you take things out, you want to put things back in. So we use green juices, juice from vegetables, chlorophyll, spirulina, wheatgrass. Yeah. So it's a combination between detoxification and rejuvenation. And so it's a nice balance and dance, but you're definitely still eating.
Okay. So what's your favorite healing ritual that you've learned from this program?
I would say my favorite, I love my lime water and my breath of life tonic. And this is the breath of the life. It actually is from Queen Afua's line, but it's a morning warm simple tea, warm water, 2 limes squeezed into the water, and just a drop or two of the breath of life. First thing in the morning, I just sip my tea in stillness and silence, taking deep breaths, and I just start to visualize my day. And that's how I start my day.
It
And it's
sounds very
simple, a
peaceful.
simple 5-minute routine.
Yeah, it seems pretty peaceful. So, what is that doing for you? I mean, you're saying detox, lime water. What can I expect after 21 days? That doesn't seem like I know if you want to break a habit or start a new habit, they say do it for at least 21 days. So with this 21 days, will I be all cleaned out and my mind all clear and everything?
Well, there are different levels to the detox. So if you are starting at level 1, then that means that you're still eating some meats, but now you're adding in the vegetables and the fruit in every meal. So you're eating more salads, you're eating more fresh fruits and vegetables. There's level 2, where you become a vegetarian. Level 3 is you are in between vegetarian and what we consider juicitarian, someone who's strictly juice for the 21 days. So it just really depends on what level you are on. But regardless of the level, you can expect to feel lighter in your clothes, like the bloat goes away, the inflammation, the achy joints and pains go away, clarity in your mind. But what you have been on this journey as well.
Yes.
What have you experienced? So I'm gonna toss it back to you for a second.
All right, that's cool. So I have experienced more energy. I also drink the lemon juice or lime juice in the morning to start my day. I start in a peaceful morning with a relaxation and meditation. I have more energy, and I'm much older than you. I used to need a nap every day. I haven't been needing a nap every day.
Mhm.
I am doing some stretching and feeling a little more limber and more interested and willing to go take a brisk walk. So I think it's just really making a difference. I have lost some weight as well, which is a plus, but I wasn't in it so much for the weight. I wanted to really clear my body and clear my mind so I can function to the highest level. And I'm feeling the change. Um, Eating more vegetables. And I was going to ask next because I teach food as medicine, and this program fits right into that. It really takes it to another level.
Mhm.
Can you talk a little bit about that as far as healing body? Queen Afua's story. You might share a little bit of how she got started in this.
So a little bit about Queen Afua. She's now, I want to say 71 or 72, and she started this journey when she was about 17 years old. And prior to starting her wellness journey, she was very ill with asthma, really bad cramps, allergic reactions to a lot of foods, to the point where she couldn't really just function like a lot of us. And so the story goes, she went to a wellness camp when she was about 17 years old, and her intuition told her to just stop eating and only eat the citrus fruits that were there. And so that was the lemons, the limes, the grapefruit, the oranges. And she did that for her duration at the camp. And she noticed that all of her ailments had subsided. And so that was really the start of it. And what she teaches is that there's really a balance. The citrus fruits and the fruits in general detox the body. And then the chlorophyll, the green vegetables, rejuvenate. And so it's important that you not just do one and not the other, because if you only detox, then you're going to start to feel weak. And if you only rejuvenate on a toxic body, then that's just going to inflame the toxicity in your body. So it's important that you are doing both. And her system is easy to follow. It's clear, it's laid out step by step. And just to go back to your question about in 21 days, am I going to be a new person? Not quite, but you will be on your way. What I offer is actually 3 cycles of 21 days. So we actually heal for an entire season. So that's 3 months of 21 days back to back to back. And after 3 months of healing, you're definitely going to feel a difference. And just depending on your current lifestyle, one season of healing might be enough to get you jump started to on your own. For others, you may need to stay with me for an entire year and do 4 seasons of healing. It just really depends on where you're starting and what you're healing.
Right. And I need to add, I'm not on the first 21 days. I'm in the third 21 days. So I've had enough time to get some positive benefits. But I felt better right away. So it was, and it felt easy to follow. And to have a group really, really, really made it better to have accountability. You're sending us affirmations and the information is very, very interesting to me and easy to follow. Okay, so we talked to girls and families to give us some tips for parents who would sound interested in this, but have to deal with cooking for a family. I mean, it's great for the whole family to be able to do these
Mhm.
changes, but give us some tips for parents real quick.
Add more vegetables. I mean, when you look at your plate and all you see is starch and meat and nothing green and nothing live, then what are you really putting in your body? You're not putting any life back into your body. So if you are cooking for a family, and I know people can't just change just like that, it's a gradual process. Start adding in salads. Eat the salad first. Like when you go to a restaurant, they bring out the salad first. Try that in the household. Eat your salad first. Get filled up on your salad. Reduce the amount of meat that you're eating. Only have one serving. Don't go back for seconds. And then I like to say if you're trying to release weight, then it's a good idea to liquefy after, well, it just depends on the season, but you want to take nothing in but liquids for the final 3 hours of your day. So you don't want to eat anything solid the last 3 hours of your day. So if you go to sleep at 9 o'clock, you want to start liquefying after 6 o'clock. Because when you're resting, when you're sleeping, your body isn't digesting the food. You're at rest. Everything's at rest. And so that's how a lot of people start to feel their sleep gets affected, just depending on what it is that you've eaten. You start to gain weight because you eat and then you just lay down. And you might also suffer from like indigestion and heartburn and stuff like that. So simple thing to do is liquefy after 6 or 3 hours prior to retiring for the night. Add more live fruits and vegetables. Start off with a salad before you dive into your main course.
You sound like me, T. Your dietitian. You sound like the things that I tell people and used to tell people. So I think this conversation is important. This program is all about teaching self-love, but also self-care. And so we're going to continue every first Monday of the month to really go deep into self-care. And that includes your how you eat, your lifestyle, dealing with stress, breathing techniques, everything that's going to really bring you to your best self. And I think that's important for us to continue to do. Thank you for being with us again. Any last words you like to say?
My pleasure. Anytime we think about trying something new, just don't put too much stress on yourself. Don't make it a all or nothing type of deal. When it comes to your health, your wellness, your mindset, all of it, it's a journey. It's not a final destination. So small baby steps will get you there. A community is always great for that accountability, for that support, but you can do it.
Right. The community is very important. As I had experience with working with people in weight loss program, um, people do much better in groups because you get the support, you get the ideas, you get the chance to share how it's going with you and hear how other people are doing. So that's a very important way to get to success at what you want to do. Okay, well, thank you very much for being here tonight.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
Health is influenced by factors such as genetics, environment, lifestyle choices, access to medical care. Lifestyle choices is the one that everyone can do to take care of themselves. That means the way you eat, how much rest you get, how active you are, what you put into your body, whether it's things that are healthy or items that are unhealthy. So these are things to think about to holistic health and how important it is for all of us. Now, at the end of the show, I want to go through again what we learned from Queen Afua and who she actually was. You received a little information from the video and you heard some information from Atiara. So let's review that. So Queen Afua, born Helen Robinson, was born on August 22nd, 1953. Renowned holistic health practitioner, wellness coach, accomplished author, who has been a trailblazer in green food movement for over 4 decades. This really excites me because I'm all about us learning to eat healthier and living better lives in our older lives, especially. And as we older, wise women learn how to eat better, how to feel better, find our joy and happiness, then we help our family. And that will influence our young people as well. So, what would be considered self care? I think you got a good idea from what we're talking about today. And you found out what holistic means. It's not just absence of disease, it's looking at everything about you mind, body, and spirit. How you feel, how you're energized, how you handle your stress. All that is part of holistic health. How much water do you drink a day? I recommend that you drink more. If you're not one that's drinking water 5 or 6 glasses a day, you need to drink more. And I'm talking about water. I'm not talking about sodas. I'm not talking about sweet tea. I'm not talking about juice or punch. We're talking about water. I always had my patients in my nutrition clinic to keep a food record for at least 3 days. So you have an opportunity to look and reflect and see what it is that you're eating. That way you can evaluate it. One thing I suggest is to go for at least 5 different types of fruits and vegetables each day. Think about it. Does that sound like a lot? Well, look at it this way. For breakfast, you can have a 4 ounce cup of juice. That's 100% juice. Orange juice punch. No, 100% juice. Then you could have maybe oatmeal with some berries on it. Or I love to cook apples into my oatmeal. Then you could, for lunch, if you're having a sandwich, add lettuce, tomatoes, onions, pickles, cucumbers. All those are vegetables that count. Have a salad on the side or with that meal or as that meal. Soups that are made with vegetables. Those are ways to get your vegetables in. And of course, raw or steamed cooked vegetables or broiled baked vegetables along with your meals, each meal. So those are ways that you can get those 5 servings of vegetables in a day. Now I want you to do some journaling. Look out your window. What do you see? Describe your outdoors. Are you taking it in and really enjoying the natural scene that you have? If you can't see much nature from your window, go outside and walk around where you can. Is there anything new to your eyes? Are there things that changed in the seasons? Pay attention, as Harriet Tubman learned to do. And then get creative. Show us what's around you. What's the natural beauty that you see? Draw, paint, sing, dance, write a story or poem. If you see something that's interesting, talk about it, share it, and enjoy it. Enjoy nature. That's what we always want to do. So this program is based on the book, The Harriet Tubman Way, an inspirational guide to self-love, empowerment, and legendary leadership for girls. Bring the girls. I love to have girls on my program and talk to them. I ask them questions, they ask me questions, and we can both learn and share our wisdom together. You can contact me at my email as KB, the number 4, Harriet Tubman. That's HarrietTubman @gmail.com. You can also visit my website as Carol, KAROL, Brown.com. And do subscribe to Bold Brave TV and subscribe to my own YouTube channel so that you can stay connected and be informed whenever a new program ever is issued. Thank you for being here. So I like to close like I always do. But my grandmother, Nancy Webster, used to say, if things were going well, how sweet it is to share this time with you. And I look forward to sharing more next week. Bye-bye.